go through so many obstacles, so many dysfunctional backgrounds, so many dark moments in our lives. But the power of purpose, the driving force within your veins and within your soul to overcome all these blockages, overcome all these obstacles, and become the best that you can be. Regardless of what you're going through, what has happened to you, you are born for greatness. This is the power of purpose.
At the time I went to sleep at my stepfather's room, and where he do all the dirty things in the night, which was very hard, and I couldn't tell her.
As people believe that a pastor has to be a role model in his house, in his life, and here you begin to go through a divorce. Tell me about the process.
The process is, I can't really, I don't know how to say. I was attracted to the physical.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then if I have listened, I could have avoided that. But many are the plans in the man's heart.
Yes.
Well, it is the will of God that will prevail at the end, yeah.
Yes. True.
So because that his perfect will could not prevail, he gave me a permissive one.
Yeah.
And I went ahead and married the girl, but 4 months later she just said straight that she made a mistake.
Why did you have so much determination and so much focus in that moment as you move forward?
When you are taught and when you have seen, for those who have seen.
Yes.
For us who were young at that time, we just needed someone to tell us.
Okay.
When you are told what apartheid meant, its impact on the people.
There was a moment you shared with me that was somehow to me it was kind of traumatizing. That where there were moments where you'd go to the dump site and begin to pee. Well, when was those moments?
All right, that was a few years after I got to MEP.
First I started with the drums, then started playing the keyboard. And at the college I had enrolled for guitar.
So go to bed an empty stomach. And it has happened a lot of times, and we have to go borrow, this maize meal and all this mango. He had this guilty conscience that is eating him up for not being present in most of his kids' life. Because I've learned that we are 34.
Yes.
From my father. So that's
from your father, you're 34.
We're 34.
And the next thing I know is I ended up walking up a mountain. And I went and I sat at the top of that mountain. And there, I had then just decided, you know what? I'm not going to end my life.
I don't need anybody to judge me, because at the end of the day, at some point, I also judge myself.
Okay.
Because I would go to bed at night and I would be asking myself questions like, Lord, is this who you really wanted me to be?
You may earn money, but at the end of the day, the loss of your self-worth, the loss of your self-image, the loss of your dignity, it's much more priceful than the sex work itself.
Perhaps he might be watching this program wherever he is. Would you want to sit down with him and express
the way my
grief?
family feels? They feel like killing him, but so whatever apology or whatever reason he gives, is it ever going to be enough to mend all the broken pieces?
Wow, somebody can love a girl like me. I've been rejected by my mother, because that time I just felt so much rejected. Why did my mother not raise me? Why?
Your man.
Yes, and
the domestic worker paid for a girl to graduate from the university.
You understand? And
yes.
I remember there were times when I would look at her payslip and it's like $2,000.
You marry the man, your child. The following year, what began to happen that leads to divorce?
We got married when I was 4 months pregnant, and then we broke up. And then
you were started planning for divorce before it comes.
Yeah. So that I'm prepared most. And
why were you thinking of the divorce before the guy comes?
Because we broke up. Like there was somebody else in the picture, and there was a lot going on.
Somebody else, for you, for him?
For him. He was in a relationship
on
also.
the other side.
Yes.
We are here basically because of a few months ago you posted on the social media about your former lifestyle, you being a player, and okay, wait. Okay.
Just so we're clear.
Yes.
I was never a player.
Oh, okay. How? Okay.
Let's distinguish. A player is a guy who has multiple girls.
Okay.
Right. While I was a guy who cheated.
A cheater.
Yes.
Okay. Not a player, but a cheater. Okay. Good. Now, it is not the end. There is still grace, sunshine on the other side of the mountain. You might be still on the other side where it's dark, seems hopeless. Keep on digging that mountain. Find right people who can guide you. Find good friends, counselors, all those that can help you into the process so that you can be found.